Hello, ladies, gents, and anal tacticians. We return to the darkest dungeon, the Despairing Estate. And we have activated this event, Silence and Decrypt, that enables me to have more damage and have more experience from the Ruins mission. So we're going to do the boss fight. And I already picked the team, which is pretty much the same with the exception of switching out Unwashed instead of Kevin Davis, because Kevin Davis is kind of lagging behind. I want these guys to level all at once. It feels wrong to always have a very, very similar team composition, but you know, we got the benefit and we got a pretty damn good item to go into the boss fight, so might as well take the opportunity. Before that, though, I will tell you that I put Chaos Caster into the sanitarium to cure him of his illness. He is being injected by all kinds of steroids and terrible things, and soon he will no longer be enlightened. I think, no, I am trying to take away Lazy Eye because -5 accuracy on ranged skills. All his skills are freaking ranged, so I don't want that to be a permanent thing. And I realize, like, I probably shouldn't be spending money on low-level characters, but I am operating under the assumption that I am not going to lose any of these guys. I am trying to really focus on not losing any of these fellows. I am sure one of them will die, but the rationale is the more I invest in them, the less likely they are to die. So I was thinking I'm going to get that armor smith upgrade so we can get better armor for all the people.
We are raising an army.
Boss fight right now, so let's see. Let's put this man here, 675. With this kind of money, we should be able to get an upgrade on each and every one. I keep right-clicking. All I need to do is left-click. There we go. Get that better armor for everybody. And before we head out, I do have busts and crests out my asshole, so probably should focus on getting some upgrades or busts and crests. I'm pretty sure that neither the blacksmith nor the guild takes either of those, so not going to be touching those. But I think it's busts and crests is the sanitarium and the abbey. So let's put more on patient cells so we can have more slots for both. This is a lot. But we're going to do that so we can get double the treatment. Probably pretty early to get this upgrade, but I got so many busts. All the teddies are just overflowing from this place. Lastly, we're going to get an upgrade. Not get an upgrade, but get 2 new recruits. Whatard, the abomination. He has weak grip and all of his abilities are melee, so I don't really care for this guy. He's not going to be hired. But Gibbard is going to make it into the list. And the Teddy Boy. At the end shall be. Check out that list of names that we have prepared for great glory and ignominious destruction. He is Jan Rudsky. Rudsky. He's going to be a very talented bard. He's going to tell incredible tales of all the wonderful conquests that he has done in the past. No tall tales being told in this place at all. And she is going to be Andrea Scudero. There you are. Our antiquarian that's going to make my profit soar when we finally take her around in a mission. But that's not going to be this mission. That's going to be the next mission. Hopefully I took care of everything that I wanted to do in this place. I am sure that I'm forgetting something. Every time that I embark, I feel like I am forgetting something. The inventory is, I like this item, in though it does make him less accurate, but 15% HP seems worth it. I need to go into the mission and see how much exactly does it. Is it a flat 2% less? If it's a flat 2% less, 100% worth it, I would say. Then we have our item that we just grabbed. Hopefully our friend Darkygum is going to be scouting the crap out of that boss dungeon. This is not very useful, plus 10% damage to his ranged skills. He only has the pistol shot. I did give myself, I guess, point blank shot to benefit a little bit more from that, and possibly the boss fight is going to be using point blank shot instead of maybe Wicked Slice. We'll see. We'll see once we get there if I remember. And she is just not equipped to have anything. All these items decided, yeah, we're going to sell that one. We carried this one as well, and we're going to sell it. We actually carried it in here to just sell it. And while grave robbers are already pretty fast, I'm okay with just selling this and getting the money out of it. That benefit to the grave robber isn't really that significant. Probably just want to get the money. 5% protection, -1 to speed. Sounds like trash to me. Let's just sell the crap out of it. I will keep this, and in fact, our jester is probably going to wear it forever, so might as well put it right there. He's a known cheat. He's quite a cheeky fella. We'll be playing around. Hopefully, the next mission will carry both Luxter and Rudsky. Probably not Andrea, though. That seems like a few too many noobs. Anyway, we are ready to go. Let's just embark. Get that. It's medium, right? So let's just get 2 full stacks of food. I like having extra food for just the nice heals. And 2 full stacks of torches too, off torches, because things are rough. And I want to constantly be in the light, and 2 shovels. Always feels like I should take a third. I will do with just 2, and hopefully we can find a shovel somewhere else. As usual, I don't often take any of the other stuff, even though they are useful, because I only got so much room, and hopefully I'm not forgetting anything.
Death was chief among my early pursuits. I began in humility, but my ambition was limitless. Who could have divined the prophetic import of something as unremarkable as a twitch in the leg of a dead rat?
Oh, that's all you had to say? I thought that you were going to elaborate with a far more interesting story.
Only the mad or the desperate go in search of him.
Very nice to have this giganto buff. I mean, it's not that big of a buff. It's just 15% more damage, but they will also be becoming far more experienced. All right, we got a pretty big place. Our mission is to find the boss. He's going to be right here. That is my prediction. Do I want to make a beeline? Do I want to explore everything else? I think I want to make a beeline for this, and then maybe backtrack here. We'll see how we have done. But this is a 100% focused mission. It's not trying to get treasure or nothing, but of course you also always want to get as much as possible. We have surprised these dumbass skeletons because they were too busy picking through their bones. Let's just do that duelist advance, get some damage into their bones, and see if we can rattle their rib cages until their brains fall out. Let's just finish him and fail miserably at it. Do I want to stun? No, let's just try to... Yeah, let's try to stun her. I mean, he cannot reach him, so might as well stun the arbalest. Get no damage there. Might as well get another stunning blow. Or maybe just try to get some stress healed already. Nah, let's just stun the guy that can stun me in return, and the bump in the night is going to be completely inconsequential as usual, except maybe sometimes they crit and they constantly prove me wrong. Anytime that I try to downplay or just talk trash, they are always proving me wrong on the things that I say.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
See if we can no longer worry about these bumps in the night. Every kind of monster trying to ruin my life. I'll do the wicked slice on this guy because I want to keep them alive right now. We're going to see if we can heal back that stress with these 2 idiots. Providing just a cushion.
The light,
just providing entertainment.
The promise of safety.
We can do that if we like then. Oh, I thought that he would survive, but he didn't. So we now have barely any time left to spare. I mean, it's not too bad. Do we want to just murder him? Yeah, let's just...
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
We got bashed across the skull. It was a bad experience, but we have learned from it. Do you want to take away open vein? Let's take out open vein and put in blank shot, because this is a bleed, and these skeletons don't do jack shit with bleeding. They don't really give a damn. Are you still kleptomaniac? No, I'm pretty sure Unwash is no longer kleptomaniac because we tried really hard. Hey, a journal page.
For a task
Day 8
well performed.
from the Journal of Darius, Highwayman. Moira has been afflicted with sickness. It must have been some rotting air from the coffin she insisted on piercing with her spade. As terrible as this place is, I know I will not fall for any trap, nor crazed idiot. I wager my lucky coin on it. Very interesting there. Very, very interesting story. Thank you so much, Darius, for sharing this incredible tale of survival with us.
Trinkets and baubles.
Carry on to the
Paid for in blood.
first battle, perhaps? No, absolutely nothing. We didn't get no scout, even though this man is equipped for it. You have disappointed me greatly, Darky Gum. So here we are. Let's just explore the whole thing. What's the worst that can happen? Alright, carrying on. A bunch of actual living people right after I enable, of course, right after I enable the point blank shot, we get living people that we can make bleed. Let's just get duelist advance and this piece of garbage. I don't know why I'm focusing on this guy when he's the least dangerous. So let's stun the guy in the back. Don't really care too much. Another dazzling light right there. Should be a pretty damn easy time. This guy does this super dumb point blank rush shot with super garbage. But of course, every time he gets off those crits, I should maybe stop running my mouth and not underestimate their nonsense. This is a duel. Holy crap, man. I am taking revenge on these scumbags that keep trying to humiliate me, which I have at least one turn. At least one turn to stress heal. And just regular old heal. So Divine Grace right there. And then Inspiring Cry on him, right? I mean, we could reduce to 0 everybody else, but I always want to reduce the one that has the most because they'll always focus on him. That shot just wrecks this poor brigand. All he wanted to do was steal enough money to feed his children. His starving family has been working so hard stealing the money of the Seekers. Anyway, let's just click on books. What's the worst that can happen? Let's just go through that. Let's continue on through these dark corridors. And since nothing's scouted, let's just go in there with the full-on torch. Absolutely nothing. Here we have Darkygum finally telling what's going to happen ahead. And absolutely nothing, just a couple of curios. So all that we are losing is a little bit of time. Perhaps we'll get another hunger check. So really not that big a deal to explore this stuff. Another journal entry. Journal of Darius, Highwayman. This is the last part of Darius's journal. My end. I scroll this. Victim of cruel fortune, who took me up on my wager, for I have lost my lucky coin, and I now lie helpless as my blood flows swiftly from my ruined body. My fingers are cold. It was no trap, nor raving cultists that sealed my fate. We were ambushed by a strange undulating shapes, 2 small entities in the shape of tentacles that crawled up our rectal cavities. Poor Moira was crushed into a pulp as Therion defended her, and soon lost his arm, and his wits left him. Shambler! Shambler! He kept shrieking as Raven yanked him to flee. I tried to play the hero, to buy them a few moments. Blew away one of the smaller monsters. Last shot. Then smashed into the wall. The big one. Maybe they made it out. Some presence of man for this man to just be laying there bleeding, internally bleeding, and his organs crushed, and he's just laying there scribbling for the next guy to come along. Do some duelist advance right here, my absolute favorite. Get repost, he said, while missing horrendously. Really don't like this group. These fellas, I respect them. I am terribly intimidated by them. This guy should be murdered, though.
Onslaught.
Very happy that he is now a blob of viscera on the floor. That repost is working pretty damn hard for me. I'm going to do that, give divine comfort, because this AoE damage is stressing me out. Even though, perhaps the stun was a much better choice, but, you know, I ain't nobody. I ain't nobody to be saying no to a heal. Let's just do damage here, or should I? Let's just stun with it. There you go. Please do not shack my chest with your giant super knives. No repost. I have no way to reach the guy in the back, so let's just shoot him dead. Or at least try to, but he's just too damn nimble. Let's just throw him a flashbang. Hopefully he'll shuffle forward. There you go. Now we only have to worry about this sad little grunk trying to communicate, but his tongue was cut out when he was 7. Only a life as a thug is all that was left for him. 8 to 14. Let's just get a kill on this guy. But he's the least dangerous. So let's just continue doing that stunning blow. That's critical hit. Beautiful stuff. I want to leave this guy alive so we can heal up all the wounds. But for that, first we need to kill that back. Hopefully a shot can happen before he gets a turn. Or maybe that come hither, maybe to finish him. Indeed, will end his life forever. Divine comfort.
Compassion is a rarity in the fevered pitch of battle.
Not in the despairing state. There's so much compassion in the despairing state. Everybody's loving each other. We're doing this advance, get that reposted once more, and get that point blank shot all set up and beautiful, ready to go, because everybody else is just going to get that stress heal and all the recovery that I can possibly muster. Point blank. If nothing else, it's a super fun ability to use. So.
Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
So I'm never sad to use it. Alright, some heirlooms. We have way too many shortages right now. Let's use all these. I do have the nonsense and 2 points of food. Let's just use that, just so we can have these crests. I mean, obviously we're going to throw away the journal pages, because I don't think we're going to be able to carry them all. There's 2 curios here, though. Do we have key? Yes, indeed, we have a key. This is good stuff. We should be able to get some good, delicious treasure. These are pretty valuable gems. Just consume that. Get that nice.
A blazing star is born.
Right there, and off you go. A journal entry. I don't give a damn about you and your lore. Carry on. That hunger check is upsetting, but we are prepared for that. It's just a torch. We'll just use it
as
for
the light
work it
gains
is.
purchase. Spirits are
Go
lifted.
into the room and then go back.
And purpose is made clear.
And this is where I wish there was a speed up function in this game, because it's so damn tedious to backtrack through these places. Sometimes there's something to occupy you with, like there will be a brand new trap. There will be another battle in your way. Most of the time, though, it's just some tedious press D and continue on your quest eventually. It's pretty damn silly. It won't take long, though. We're almost back to the very, very beginning of the dungeon. Actually, that was the beginning of the dungeon. So, was that worth it? Let's take stock. We got a little bit of money, but we got 2 hunger checks just by going down that path. That is a lot of food, and I feel like we got pretty unlucky with those hunger checks. More books. Who is the person I care least about? I care about myself. It's very important. I am a very important guy. I would love to remove that mercurial, but the stack of books and this is completely different. I don't know what is the difference between them. I'm just going to touch it. The map is found. Tracked in volumes. That's a very nice find. Does it actually have... Whoa! Curios everywhere. Well, we can already tell that the boss fight is not going to happen there, can I? Will it? 90 and 100. 6 stress, 9 stress. Well, that makes a decision a trivial one, don't it? Carry on to the room battle with the Curio. Wonder what curiosity we might find. Let's go in there. It's scouted, so let's go in there with half torch. That should be fine. My understanding is if it has been scouted, you cannot be surprised. Indeed, we have surprised them. I'm pretty sure that also it increases the chances of surprising the enemy, so it's very nice, very useful. Alright, let's just do as much damage as possible.
Executed with
Trying to kill as many
impunity.
filthy egg-leg monstrosities as we can. In fact, we're just trying to see if that pistol shot. Wow, that low roll on that pistol shot. This is judgment should kill it. Nice stuff. Good deal. Does he? Yeah, he gets to go first also because he is surprising the enemy. If I get a high roll on either of them, we will kill it. But it's not worth it. Let's just kill one of them.
Back to the pit.
A ton of damage. We do get a stun here, but not a big deal. Really should have just done the stun. That was a bit of a mistake. Let's do a stun on this guy. On this filthy spider. Gross. Carrion. Disgusting. Disease-ridden monstrosity. I'm just going to move innocuously like a moron because I want to get off one inspiring cry. Now we should be able to just kill it. It's alright, it's alright. unwashed. We don't have to worry too much about this spider. It's fine. But I'm feeling pretty damn OP at the moment,
Seize
and
this
nothing
momentum.
is affecting my...
Push on to the task's end.
Oh, I thought he said, push on to the task and have nothing else to say, but that's not what he said. Oh, use a key to this. They have many, many locks. Okay. I mean, it sucks to use my last key. Skeleton key opens the sarcophagus and gives you a little bit of money. Congratulations.
Now it must be
Your
carried home.
sad little pile of gold that will not put away the fact. Will not assuage the fact that
Mind
your
that such
daddy
missteps
diddled you
are
when
the
you were 7.
exception, and not the rule.
Man, a third hunger check. What the hell is going on with that? Stupid. At least it's creating inventory space. We're pretty low on the torch, so might as well go in there. Full pussy mode.
The way is lit. The path is clear. We require
far
only
too
the
cowardly.
strength to follow it.
Unfortunately, another key to record. Really? Really? Every time, man. It was about time that things got a little complicated, wasn't it? So we got surprised, so that means that everybody gets to go first? No, it doesn't. Alright. What's the best of this guy? Thankfully, he can use it in every single position. That is the absolute best. Oh, that sucks. The absolute best ability in the world. Man, they are complete trash at trying to land shots. Obviously, there's nothing I can do but move back. Very unfortunate. Well, it could have been absolutely atrocious. Instead, it was an excellent turn. Not even going to try to move this guy forward because by the time he gets there, the battle should be over. So let's continue doing that duelist advance just to get him closer, and then he'll do the point-blank shot. It's alright, I can counteract all this stress. And now she's in position to be able to get that dazzling. Oh no, of course she cannot reach such lengths. Fortunately, I mean that was a high roll, but not high enough. And then we'll use that hook, so I can just murder that guy. Tiny bit of damage, but good enough.
Death waits.
These bumps in the night getting the
Slightest
crits out.
lapse
It's
in
just so dumb.
concentration.
It's so silly. The most harmless
In
enemy in the
radiance,
game
may we find
continues to
victory.
be perhaps the most damaging so far. That's okay though. I forgive you, weird skeletons. I forgive your shortcomings. Let's hook the corpse to leave this guy. Oh, okay, can they not be moved? I never tried that. I just now realized looking down there at the hover, 200% move resist. So that was a totally a waste of time. Continue doing advance
Another
forward.
abomination
This is
cleansed
the
from
most
our lands.
amusing of all the attacks, and I guess we can just do stun to make sure this filthy, walking, sentient pile of bones does not do another critical hit on my far vulnerable psyche. Kaboom!
Another one falls.
I'm getting excited there, Bucko.
This expedition
Everybody
at
back
least
to
promises success.
Places, and we're going to open this, of course, without the key because I ain't got no one. But we did find
If
stuff
only
anyway.
treasure could
Fantastic
staunch
stuff.
the flow of
Yeah, and Darky Gun gets the
otherworldly
scout.
corruption.
I'm doing fine. I got inventory space. My foot load still okay, even though we have gotten 3 freaking hunger checks. So I think we can go down there and do that battle. Actually, I think we'll just go to the boss fight. I think that's the best choice. 11. Let's just open that. Let's do the boss fight, and depending on how I come out of it, we'll go carry on and do more battles, or simply leave be. Because we're not really here to get treasure, we're here to destroy the boss. But of course, if I can get more and more benefits, I will absolutely take them. Two curious in our way. I don't think it has been scouted, it's just the map shows me the position of the curious, so yeah, the actual fight did not get shown to me. So let's do enough damage. These are all completely the exact same. These 2 attacks are also exactly the same except for the critical hit, so let's just do damage to the first one.
Be gone,
Just
fiend.
wreck him outright. Fantastic. Duelist advance. Is it even worth it? Nah, let's just do the pistol shot. It should do more damage. Hopefully we'll just murder the guy. He continues to low roll on that pistol shot. Like he's playing craps in Vegas. Dazzling light. Yeah, just get a stun there. And these 2 scumbags Should be really easy to manipulate, so we can finally heal all this stress on Unwashed. Bumping Knight. As long as these don't crit, it's just been unlucky, I feel. Pistol shot, or just do this. Well, I didn't mean to kill somebody, but that's fine either way. We're just trying to stall a little bit. Let's get that Divine Comfort. Nice. I mean, it's the one that was not necessary. Alright, well, good enough. Get that money in. Off goes the
brought low and
other
driven into the mud.
journal entry that I don't give a damn about. I don't care about the lore. All I care about is the riches. Some more money. Ooh, 25 gold pieces. Oh, gave me a nice pack of fags. Wonderful stuff. Please don't take that as an homophobic slur. It's a pack of cigarettes, please. I am just trying to embrace the old-fashioned way. Go away, Citrine. I would rather take this fantastic portrait of my grandmother. This is my ancestral state, after all. All of my family members have been portrayed in some way or another. You know, the fight. There's so many fights to go into this boss. It's pretty damn infuriating. Nice dodge, Unwashed. You did not want to get stained with wine. It's very, very difficult to take off those awful wine stains off that beautiful tunic that you got wearing. Dazzling light. Now let's just kill it.
Obliterated.
That is one way to obliterate the opposition. Please me greatly, T-Rose. You have earned some nookie tonight. Alright, let's come hither this guy so we can just bash his head open. Because the attack probably would have not been enough to kill it, so hopefully Unwashed can get the kill on this sad, pathetic little piece of garbage of a creature. There you go, Unwashed. Just brings the Crusades to the darkest dungeon. I'm just trying to get some more stress healing. They are just utterly destroyed. It's so silly. How quickly they fall. I guess Divine Comfort.
The flesh is knit.
T-Rose. MVP. Everything's coming up. Millhouse is excellent stuff. I like that bounty on this piece of garbage. How can you possibly not land the shot, not land the hit on a sad, shambling, rattling collection of bones? But accuracy to range skills, you say, huh?
Or
I don't really have range skills in that guy.
Light.
Maybe have her use it. I mean, -1 to speed on her is pretty bad. You want her to go pretty fast. 5 to accuracy. Oh, something that I've been forgetting to do is, let me see if we can take everything. Something I've been forgetting to do is checking whether the chance to hit is affected only by 2%, because if that's all that it does, it really is not a big deal. Is this ranged? Yeah, it is ranged. What's the speed? 7? He can stand to go a little bit slower, so that way the come hither will have a higher chance to hit. It's not worth it. I'm just want to grab it for, selling purposes. I think we're going to keep it, but, so we can carry it is what I'm saying. Anyway, there's a chest. We're going to open the chest and hope that there's no horrendous things in there. Some crests, some onyx. I don't have room for it, though. Do we want to use the firewood before the boss fight? I don't think we do. Although it is a boss fight, so I should maybe. Let's see. Oh, and we get the scout too. This is definitely a boss fight. No fights in the way. So this, if you're going to rest, this is the place to do it. So let's use that firewood. I'm still opening this thing. I want it though. I want it so bad. I don't need all these torches, do I? Way too many torches, and we have found a bunch. So let's just get those crests. Perhaps I should favor the onyx. Luna! Luna! She's upset because the door's closed. Luna! Come over here, Luna. You're going to give me some moral support. Give me some moral support for this boss fight, okay, Luna? You can just stay right here. Hopefully you don't need to pee right now. And all you were asking was for attention. Anyway, I guess we'll just leave behind those 400, 500. If it was 4 crests, I don't know if that's worth it, but we're going for it. Let's just use that firewood. right here. And first thing I'll do, yeah, definitely feast.
It's a goal without hope.
Do I want to feast? There's just no stress, really. There's a little bit of stress. It's not worth it. We'll just do a regular half meal. Don't need to heal anybody. This is all for the buffs. And of course, a little bit of stress relief on Washed. Bandit Sense needs to happen, because I don't want to be surprised that could ruin all of the things that I'm trying to do. So this prevents people from ambushing us, and from there we can, let's see, we'll encourage him. Does anybody else have encourage? They don't. It sucks. Party minus 15 stress, zealous speech. It's pretty good, but I don't think we even need it. I think I'll rather nighttime ambush, clean guns, plus 10% accuracy on ranged skills, 10 to 20% damage. It would be the thing. He's like my main damage dealer. I think that will be the thing to use. But this is good, but not good enough to. It's only 2. So we have 8. Clean guns. This is how we do it. Encourage, and we'll just have him stressed out. That sounds pretty good. So do it. That gives what? Accuracy and critical hit. And clean guns gives him much better stats for ranged attacks. And then he can encourage Darky Gum not to be so damn glum. Your strength honors the light. What a heartfelt thing to say. Things are going according to plan. I am blessed with good health. For today at least. We've used our last log. So that's the state of things. Now I'll continue on not showering ever. Because I am unwashed. I need to live up to my name. Alright, continue on to the boss fight. Full buffs. No fights in the way. This is a stress relief. We have holy water. Nice. Everything works out. This dungeon has really been treating me nicely. Thank you, Darkest Dungeon, for making me feel good about myself and my abilities. So, do we want to go in there? Stress monster crits, scouting monster surprise, but no extra loot. So there's no benefit. Just go with a full-on torch and face this boss fight. This horrendous necromancer shall bite the dust.
Terrible.
No more your dark arts
material.
shall disturb this place. I will wreck you, necromancer. I will absolutely destroy you. I got no option but to do a bunch of attacks here. Let's see if we can get stuns on him forever. The stun resistance 75%. So we have about like what? 45%? 40%? Let's try it. Why the hell not? It has resisted. Unfortunately. Surprised he didn't summon somebody. Oh yeah, okay, he does it automatically. I've only fought him once, so I don't know exactly what he does. Let's try and see if we can stun him. That would be so helpful. Nope, he continues to resist. He only has 1 action per round though. He should be alright. That's stress, isn't it? Yikes! That's a lot. That's alright. It's alright. I am not terribly intimidated. There's the stun. Well done, T-Rose. I knew you had it in you. Continue that. Duelist advances, focusing on that necromancer, filthy, pathetic piece of garbage. And he's stunned, so absolutely finish him. I mean, I know these two are going to be annoying, but I think this is one of those fights that you just need to focus almost entirely on the boss fight unless you absolutely cannot. Which is a situation like this one. This should kill one of them and damage the other. Good stuff. Gets another stun going on. Now he's, of course, with the buff. Let's see. No, he doesn't resist the move. So let's move him closer so that he may burn. And he's also marked too, so that should also help quite a bit. Judgment. 2 more damage. This guy is going to go down like a bitch, isn't he? I'm just terribly excited to see him bite my ass. Oh yeah, in the most sexual way possible, absolutely. Not going to be any kind of negative ass biting. He's going to bite my ass in an excellent way. Come on, man. Wash, you are really letting your team down. Let's get another pistol shot on this guy because he's marked. Should be, and also with the buff, it should be a lot of damage. 13's decent. The claw is dead. Really 0 impact attack. Of course, it also summons an enemy, but this guy is just dead. He is garbage. He is not worth anybody's time. I'm even tempted to farm it a little bit, but that would be pretty damn stupid. Let's just get a stunning blow on this guy. So for one run, for one turn, he's not bothering me. Might as well do. Damn!
With no living
T-Rose
sinew
gets the
to
kill.
actuate,
She is just too badass of a nun.
walking bones finally
An
fail.
excellent servant of the gods. This pleases me greatly. And we get another one of these that is going to be immediately
creatures
sold,
can be felled.
and a health
They
stone,
can be beaten.
which is probably also going to be sold. Really not impressed with any of those, so we were going to put it there simply because I want to carry it. So let's continue adventuring for now. Do we want to go back there and get the curios? What kind of food do I have? 10. Let's just run at the very least to the first curio. It's like 4 free, so might as well do it. Of course, there might be traps in the way, but we didn't even get stressed. The boss fight was a complete wash. There was just nothing negative, really. The stress hits that we took are completely insignificant, so let's carry on. Why not? We're in tip-top shape. And I have enough food to pass all the food checks all the way to the other side, so I'm pretty sure that we're going to simply explore the entirety of this place. Let's continue on. Do all the fights and everything. What the hell not? We're dauntless. We are here, and we're going to absolutely obliterate every bit of the opposition. Cleanse this place. Something I want to do though is not have her wear this. Might as well give her the health. I mean, either way, I don't want her to be wearing that, but I guess it's the least bad. Is there anybody else that can have it? I guess he can have it. I mean, what's the difference between 0 speed? Let's see if we can shuffle this around. It's pretty annoying. Put that there, put that there. Unwashed. Put that there. You put that there. That way she doesn't get the speed penalty, and he always goes last anyway, so the -1 to speed really doesn't matter. Carry on. What kind of curio is it? You need a bandage for one of these? I think I'm not going to touch it. Sometimes there's good trash in there, but I don't want anybody to get claustrophobia here. Then again, I'm a lucky guy. It's not going to be a problem. T-Rose is a lucky gal. There you go, stash loot that I cannot really
Packs
carry.
laden with
Really a journal entry
are
to
often
food.
low on supplies.
Why though? Inside what's the story behind this? Like somebody got trapped in there, and with his last dying breaths, he was all shrunken there. And the food is his droppings. It's just a little nice pile of dung, and the journal entry is what he wrote. Darius. This is the guy that we already saw that died. As we traveled from the hamlet, an eerie dread grew. We all felt it, but it did our best to shrug it off. I kind of felt like I would spend the last of my days writing a journal in which I detailed how I died. And then I died and wrote that journal, and some other adventurers found it. So anything that I say right now, it really doesn't matter. Just get rid of that nonsense. Might as well eat the food. I mean, we can just carry it and then close that up. And here's the fight. Shouldn't be too bad unless I get surprised, which I didn't. The blanket fire is kind of annoying, but not a big deal.
The will to fight.
-2 to dodge is like, don't really care. And in fact, these guys are the least dangerous. I'm just going to try to focus on these two idiots and try to do as much damage as possible to these two. Because I feel they're the bigger damage dealers. The debuff is of no consequence, and the blanket fire does so little damage that like one of her heals counteracts the 2 blanket fire, so it really don't matter. It don't matter. Smite will not kill him, so let's just get that stunning blow. And this scumbag, this sad, pathetic drag of humanity. And honestly, the blanket fire is just going to be their demise, because I don't take no nonsense from these pathetic fusiliers. They're all going to get wrecked. All going to get wrecked by my riposte. Consistently, man, these highwaymen are 100% best damage dealers that I bring. Of course, we've only been bringing highwaymen to our parties. It's been a very boring party composition so far. But it's just the way it's been working out. I've not been trying to be boring. It's just the party composition that has been working out that you start with is what you're going to be using for a while. And the offers that we've had
Remind yourself that overconfidence
for new
is a
hires
slow
that have been
and
pretty standard
insidious
too, so
killer.
not much I can do about that. Let's go in there. There's absolutely nothing. And carrying on to the next one. We have already scouted it, so... No, actually, that's not scouted. It's just telling me from the map. So let's just go in. Oh, good dodge there, Darky Gum. You have your eyes peeled. Back has already been looted. Pretty sure this is not scouted. It's just the map that told us the room battle with Curie is there, but I could be wrong about that. Let's just go in there with lower... We should get more loot that way. Lower torch. And this should be the last battle that we find. That's pretty rough. Of course, she goes first. Thankfully, though, she's completely useless as a garbage. I probably should have used the pistol shot on this guy to try and kill him, but thankfully, every time we get the possible kill, it's going to be the dodge, and he's going to be able to move. Hopefully, she goes first, and he did not. It's alright. It shouldn't be too much trouble. That's a lot of stress on him, though. Judgment. Maybe just stun her. Oh, no, she's still in the back, so cannot get a stun on her. The only one that can do anything about it will be him hooking her closer, and she's a hooker, so it's very probable that it will actually happen. Still his accusation or just get a stunning blow. Let's just get a stunning blow. He also gets some more torch? No, one of the others. I think I'm thinking about her ability. Alright, pull me closer so I can just cleave your face in half. You don't know what you're doing, lady. You're going to get wrecked.
Pummeling.
Guess you pulled him closer. He's better reach to shove that hook right up down your esophagus and make you regret every single choice that you have made in your depraved life.
Kaboom! Impressive.
Pretty damn impressive indeed. Well said. Might not really afraid.
Vigor
There's
is
really no reason to be
restored.
healing anymore. Because we are in the last battle. I should not be healing at all. I should just be stunning these guys, healing distress, or simply just saying, hey, let's just finish it.
Let's just finish it.
It's probably going to happen. We'll just let this bump in the niter to stop, to simply attack his way to death. Into the Divine Comfort just to see if we can get some crits.
A momentary
No crits
abatement.
forthcoming, but that was a brave attempt. Get some more stress off our friend Darky Gum. Let us be done with this rabble, T-Rose says, because she's impatient and bloodthirsty. Thy will be done, T-Rose. You are one expert tactician. With some deeds,
As
absolutely we want
victories
them.
mount, so too
No longer
will
need
resistance.
these, so we're going to toss them. That sucks. I didn't get to use the shovels, but this is garbage now. This is garbage now. So we get both of those, and this requires some holy water. This was protection, though. It does absolutely nothing, does it? Just in case it gives me something else, let's just put some. No, actually, that's nothing, huh? The holy water does nothing with the suit of armor. I could have sworn it did. Flick it. Great insights into the world. Okay, Ruins Adventure. Alrighty then, minus 20% stress in the ruins. I'll take it, sweet deal. Nothing else to be done. We have explored the entirety of this place. We have cleansed the ruins of all its evil. We return back to the estate, victorious. 9,000, not too bad, and we get that nice reward, a bunch of heirlooms, very, very nice. This will help me out quite a lot with the Crimson Court, which I've been told, maybe you should ignore. Nah, I don't want to ignore the Crimson Court. I want to make it a part of our run. Not soon, but it will be eventually. He is curious, which is annoying, but not a bad one. Fragile, we can live with that. Probably not going to try and remove that. Eldritch Layer, shrug worthy. Dark Temptation, prone to investigating dark arts. This I will rather remove because most of the dark art stuff is detrimental, so I want to remove that. And of course I have syphilis, because the game knows about my history and, you know, it's appropriate. Bad Gambler, not a big deal. I will totally get that any time of the week. Pretty damn upset about this syphilis. It's, you know, a truth of life. We have to put up with syphilis now and then, but
Awash
I
in
just
blood
have to
and
deal with it.
delusion. He bears the burden of 1,000 lifetimes.
Blood scourge. There are some who believe that only a litany of blood and suffering can cleanse sickness in the land. Here's one who will do his part. We have a flagellant here for ourselves. He has dark temptation, prone to investigating things. Diurno. And wheel tactician. It's not bad. And we don't have a flagellant yet, and I like this class. It's a fun class to use. So he'll probably get hard. Depends on who is in the stagecoach. Quick remove lazy eye. That pleases me. There's nothing else to be learned of these stuff. Who is in the stagecoach? We might go for her. No. Resilient, deadly. Not gonna use her because I probably will take both if I can, but definitely take the Hound Master, one of the better classes in the game, in my opinion. In my very limited experience, he's very good. He's one of the stress healers, so if a class can stress heal, it automatically makes it good. One thing that I do want to do is upgrade this place, though. We need some more hero barracks. I might trade some busts or crests for some more deeds, and that way I can get a bigger roster, because right now we're full. We're unable to hire any of these people. I don't really care about the grave robber. I don't like the class, so she's probably going to get ignored. Really not a fan. They're just damage dealers and nothing else. That's all they do is deal damage. So it's like, I could rather take somebody that can stress heal, get some kind of off healing, some kind of stun. All she does is just raw damage, and she's not that great at it either, in my limited experience. Anyway, let's take these people off, and I will be deciding what to do in the next one. Already a boss has been discovered. I really want to go to the Cove of the Weald, so we'll see. These are pretty garbage. Then there's the courtyard and the Warrens. I don't have the people leveled up enough. Blargh is not going to be doing anything, so right away I'm just going to have Blargh treat the nasty syphilis. It's pretty cheap. He deserves the best treatment. Okay, don't judge him. He just likes to explore the world and the brothel and have a good time. See you in the next one, in which we will go again into this horrible, horrible pit of despair, and perhaps do it just as well. Or maybe get utterly wrecked by the Cove or the Weald, or whatever the hell these ruins missions are. We'll see. For now, though, very much a success so far. Very happy about it. See you in the next one. Until then, don't lose your mind in the Weald full of horrendous mushroom people.